Assalamu alaikum and good day to everyone. So today we're going to look at how to create the perfect resume. In this lecture, we're going to look at what are the differences between having a traditional and modern resume, and of course, what are the differences between having a chronological and functional resume, and when to use these different types of resume. Okay, so first of all, of course, we need to understand what is the definition of a resume. So a resume can be considered as a document that contains the specification of a job seeker, which includes information on your personal background, educational qualification, work experience, extracurricular activities, and other skill. So basically, you are trying to highlight what do you have, who are you, what are your qualities, what are your achievement, what are your academic qualities and achievement that you have. You are trying to put everything out there so that the people who are trying to employ you, they can get a better understanding whether they want you or not in their organization. All right, now, as I said before, the importance of resume, okay, importance of cover letter. Now you need to understand that the people who will be going through your resume and cover letter, they don't have much time. They don't have all day to go through your resume and cover letter. Most of the time they spend less than 1 minute to go through. So you need to make sure that your resume stands out. You must make sure that your resume is direct. You must make sure that your resume speaks about what they want. Basically, it's supposed to match what they want with what you have. Okay? Now, what are the characteristics of a resume? Of course, first of all, resume is supposed to position or try to help you to stand out. It must make sure that it must help you. Your resume must help you stand out. Okay? And then it must also highlight the skill and strength that you have. Okay? And of course, most importantly, you need to keep your resume short and simple. Because remember, you already wrote your cover letter, where you use full sentences and paragraphs and lengthy words. So that is one part. You don't want to repeat the same here. So you want to make it short and simple. You want it to be direct. So you don't have to write in paragraphs. Okay? Most of resumes are in bullet points. Now, these 5 are the most important element in an effective resume. You must have these 5. If you don't have this, then you know your resume is not complete. Okay, you must have this. Is what we consider as heading. So for example, I'm sure you have seen examples of resume before. Okay, normally have headings, personal information, and then below it there will be your name, your address, your phone number, your email address, and things like that. Then the second heading would be educational background. So under educational background would be your educational achievement. For example, your master's or your degree, if you have diploma, your primary, your secondary, if you want to put in. Okay, your personal achievement. For example, if you have working experience, you put it here. Or maybe if you're a fresh grad, then you don't have working experience. Or maybe you have part-time working experience. Of course, we can put it in there. But maybe you don't have any work experience, whether it's permanent job or part-time job. Then any achievement, for example, you have presented at a seminar, or you've created a robot, or you've created a machine, or you created a system, or you created a paper, or whatever achievement that you think you want to show off, you put it there. Okay, and then of course, personal skill. This would be soft skill. Okay, you want to highlight your soft skill. Okay, soft skill, for example, you're good in communication, or you're good in team management, or you're good in in presentation, or you're good in managing people, things like that. And then last, your reference. So of course, as university students, it's easier to get your reference because your reference would normally be your PA, or your lecturer, or maybe your supervisor. Okay, so that would be easier for you. Alright, now, when you write a resume, of course, the idea of writing resume is supposed to be very short and simple. You don't have to write full sentences. You're writing in bullet points and things like that. However, there are also a few key ideas for you to understand. When you write an effective resume, you must always try to use action verbs. Okay, I've listed out here. You can see a couple of action verbs. These action verbs actually helps to sort of create that good impression. Okay, I'll show you an example. Okay, look at this example. Okay, so the first one. Okay, let's say this is one of the achievement. Social media admin for UTHM Library 2018-2020. Let's say that is this candidate's achievement. He or she was the social media admin for UTHM Library. Let's say they put it like that in their resume. Compare if you wrote it like this: manage social media account for UTHM Library and facilitated in the increase of social media presence and engagement with students and local community 2018-2022. Both are the same, isn't it? Basically, both of them manage social media account, or both of them are the social media admin for UTHM Library 2018 until 2022. But when you look at the second line, the second example, they put in action verb, manage, facilitated. Okay, when you put in action verb, it makes that simple achievement same as the first one, but it speaks even better. It has a better impression. So this is how you use whatever achievement that you have, whatever experience that you have. Try to put in action verbs. This one, try to put in action verbs like this. It would help sort of bring out life to that achievement. That's what we want. Okay. Right, things employers want to see in a resume. Now, there are a few things that you need to put in your resume. Okay, these are the things that employers would specifically try to look. They want to find this. The moment they see these things are not there, they straight away disregard. Remember, I told you, you are not the only candidate who's sending your resume and cover letter. There are hundreds or even thousands of applications. So they want to minimize their time. So they want to make sure it's effective. They want to do it as quickly as possible. So these are the things that they look for. If they don't have it, straight away cancel. Straight away put it out. Disregard. Take the next one. So you have to be very careful and make sure these things are there. Okay, so what are they? First, hard skills. So what are hard skills? Hard skills are knowledge or abilities that are learned from studies and practice. For all of you have hard skills because you are university, you have taken a specific course, you will graduate in a certain course, right? For example, okay, you have a bachelor's degree in information technology, or you'll graduate with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. So that is your hard skill. So don't worry, all of you have the hard skill. However, the next component is matching with the job requirement. If let's say, for example, the job requirement, they say they want someone who has a degree in mechanical engineering, but you have bachelor's degree in TESOL. TESOL is teaching English as second language. Okay, my degree. Okay, my degree is teaching English as second language. If I want to apply for a job that specifically says, they specifically put out their requirement is they want someone with a mechanical engineering. Obviously, it does not match. So obviously, it would be very difficult for me to get a job. So I don't match my hard skills. So it will be very difficult. Unless I am the only one who sent the application, then of course I will stand a chance. But if there's hundreds or even thousands of people and some of them have mechanical engineering degree, then of course mine would be first one out of the door. I will straight away not get the job. Okay, so as I said, your hard skill, of course, each and every one of you have the hard skill, but it's just a matter of matching. Okay, so next one would be soft skill. Soft skill is of course skills that you don't really see, you don't really have the proof. Like hard skill, you have the proof. It would be your certificate, your graduation certificate or your transcript. But for soft skill, you don't really have a sort of a proof.